How you doing, everyone? And welcome to Dreadnought Gundam and More on PS4. And welcome to the first in a very, very long time update for the game of Dreadnought. That's right, we are talking about the PS4 version of Ceres Awakens, otherwise known as the 21G update patch, otherwise known as the Summer 2020 update for the game of Dreadnought. And we are going 3 years strong, and we are still going strong in the matches, still popping the matches. Most of them are 6v6, but we do get some 8v8s out there, and it's been a lot of fun. And I thought I would take this opportunity to just thank a few players for keeping the game on life support while everyone starts coming back as they get bored with all the other games out there and admit to themselves that they are true dreadheads and decide to come back to the game and blow stuff up. So I want to say thank you to Antonio, aka Dr. Bree, Draconis is Real, Leonard Smoke 82, Fiery Titan, Commander Crank, I Got Something for You, Slave 72, who you may not remember from the past or have met yet, but is doing very well in the game, a newcomer who is kicking a lot of butt and is quite good in several ships, and of course the venerable General Nemesis. And I have seen the Germans come back, as well as occasional cameos from the Space Apes, and even the Reapers, aka Papakan, Das Hound, and Reno. So welcome back, and thank you for keeping the game real. And we have so many new players and so many new subscribers to the channel that even though there isn't much other news besides this update, I think that we should do some sort of channel update soon where I can say hi to all the new subscribers. But I don't have time to do that right now because we have to dive right into this update. And I do want to apologize for the quality of my audio. It has been pretty terrible lately because I've been very busy. I haven't had a chance to go out and buy new audio equipment. I'm literally sitting here with a microphone taped to my chest because I had to turn the AC off to ensure that I had the best possible quality, and in doing so it got pretty hot, so I have to take off my shirt and have a light fan in the background. It's pretty bootleg over here. I've been very, very busy, and my personal life has been pretty crazy in a good way as well, so I haven't had time or the necessary funds to go out there and get the equipment. So WYSIWYG, what you see is what you get, and in this case what you hear is what you get. And I also want to apologize for this replay. It is a 20-0, but it's a 6v6 on Elysium, and I wanted to get a Ceres Awakens event replay today. I got home and I put down on a couple matches, but I could not get it to pop. So we are stuck temporarily watching today's replay in my Athos on Elysium, and it's definitely not my best, and one could say I'm even bullying lower tier ships or players that happen to be AFK in the beginning, as you see, but it's still a decent replay and good for background eye candy as we get into this update. I thought it would be better to watch a replay than to go and just show you the wording, which you can just see for yourself if you go to the 21G patch notes release on the Dreadnought homepage, and you can get there by checking out their Twitter as well. And you should be checking out their Twitter because that's usually how you find out that there's new and exciting news for Dreadnought. So let's get into it. This Ceres Awakens is actually an event from PC, and it had some bugs and problems, so they only did it on PC. They didn't release it on PS4 until now, and now we have it, and now there is a new game mode for us, which is really, really good. And some players may say, oh, this is just an old game mode, or too little too late. And I say, I love any game mode we can get, and I love any content we can get, even though it may be content from PC. We want to standardize PC and PS4 together, and it's good to have this game mode, and it's good to have this event, and it is pretty exciting. So it's available on PS4 now, and basically the game has been improved where the bots are better, the tech caches spawn much more quickly, the buffs last longer, and it's just a faster paced, more exciting gameplay. And what's also interesting about the Series Awakens event is it has quite a bit of lore behind it, and you can check out that lore by clicking on my lore videos. But the run-of-the-mill, the quick version is that Ceres is the biggest object in the Scum Belt, the asteroid belt that is between Mars, home of Jupiter Arms, and the first set of colonies on Jupiter and Saturn. And that is also where in the Scum Belt Sinley Bay is located, and Ceres is the largest planetoid. The corporations tried to mine it, but it quickly turned into chaos after the defeat of the transhumans, if they really were defeated. We don't even know that for sure because no one's allowed to even visit Neptune, the transhumans' chosen homeworld. And a whole bunch of smugglers, pirates, and everything just go at it, and whenever Ceres thaws every couple of years, some of the hidden transhuman technology or pirate booty, caches, or secret treasures can be recovered by those who are willing to scavenge them. And speaking about scavenging, there is a new scavenger outfit as well as a new mechanic outfit available for you in the market, and 3 new paint jobs with the Demeter. I already picked up the Demeter because I think it's really cool. I use the Demeter skin on my main Akula Vector skin for my Netron. So that tells you if I like it, it's probably pretty cool. So I would give it a look and think about picking up that hero ship just to get the skin, because I think it looks really great and leads to many interesting combinations on the Netron, so you can personalize that Corvette to your liking. So I cannot wait to play this game mode. There's improved bots, there is improved everything for it, and as soon as I get a good match on it, you know I'll be posting it. Other game improvements, and I love to see this, better AI bots. Boy, I could just complain all day about the way the bots are handled in this game, but they are getting improvements. They're using their modules better, getting some better tactics, and I think we needed it quite a bit. I was for a while on the forums asking the devs to simply just not allow the bots to take Corvettes, because bots just didn't understand Corvettes. They have trouble with certain ship classes. So I did see some improvement in the AI Corvettes. You can see it in this match that the Corvettes don't charge needlessly. They're actually trying, there's a Netron that's trying to hunt down wounded ships instead of just charging into the enemies. I think that's some improvement there. And also better use of their modules, and I think that's really good. Improved proving grounds, better PvE gameplay so you can get some practice. If you're not ready to go into recruit or veteran mode quite yet, that really doesn't affect me because I don't think I've been in proving grounds since I first started the game. But if you want to check it out, go ahead. Artillery cruisers get improved siege mode, and you can see here that projectiles now have a proximity fuse, so you don't have to be 100% accurate with it. You just need to get kind of within a 300-meter blast radius. The area of effect is raised to 850 meters, and there is a lot better damage across all tiers. This is exciting. Artillery cruiser has improved damage auto beams. Now, a couple of captains from long ago, veterans of the game, used to use the Porcupine build on artillery cruisers with auto beams for damage instead of Stasis or Disruptor. And now that may come back because there is an increase in damage in Tier 4 and Tier 5 to make it more competitive. The active time has been reduced, but I mean 90 seconds and 80 seconds was a long time to have it on. And more importantly, the cooldown has been decreased. So it doesn't stay on for as long, but let's face it, that is irrelevant, because if you can't put down a Corvette or a ship attacking you within 60 seconds or 50 seconds, you're dead anyway, and it doesn't matter. So the active time is really just to beat off an attack, and you want to use it more often, so that cooldown decrease is very key, and the increase in damage is very, very good. The Assault Blink Warp, everyone's probably going to cheer when they hear this. I didn't think it was such a bad deal. It was just part of the game, and you being hit by an Assault Blink Warp makes you think that it's OP, but after you try using Assault Blink Warp, you will see that it is not as easy as it looks. But it has been nerfed. I mean, it does go through shields, and it's very powerful, and you fly through a ship, and you can afterburner and make a quick getaway. So I don't think that the nerf hurts Corvette captains too much, but it has been nerfed slightly. The damage has been reduced at Tier 4 by 1,000. Tier 5 damage has been reduced by 2,000. And with the right module combinations and officer briefings, you can push this damage to one-shot many, many ships. If you do a little bit of damage on the way in to my Athos, probably a couple thousand damage through the shields, and Assault Blink Warp me, you'll probably put me down in one hit still. So it has been nerfed a little. The hit detection has been toyed with, so it has a minor nerf, a small nerf, and we will see if that affects gameplay. But I believe that Persistent Flame, Scroat, and so many other players are not going to be affected by this. I think they're still going to wipe out a lot of ships with Assault Blink Warp, but now it is harder to do, and it does less damage. Stronger Stasis Auto Beams. I like to see this because I think Stasis Auto Beams has been eclipsed by Disruptor Auto Beams, because Disruptor Auto Beams, in case you haven't seen my Artillery Cruiser Legendary Journey video, which really goes soup to nuts over all the artillery cruisers in the game of Dreadnought, Disruptor Auto Beams is very, very good. It is the meta for defense if you're an artillery cruiser. So Stasis Auto Beams used to be the way to go. It has kind of fallen by the wayside. Maybe this will breathe a little more life into this module. The refire has been improved, the effect duration has been lessened, but the range has been increased, so it basically freezes things better more often, but not as long. And I think that's just fine, because the problem with stasis, when you try to stasis a Corvette, it afterburners away. So we'll see how this affects things, but I like to see that they're tinkering with Stasis Auto Beams to try to bring them back. Improved Weapon Breaker. So this is really exciting. Weapon Breaker technology, especially Weapon Breaker missiles on destroyers, has been making a comeback. I don't see it much on Corvette still, but even before this patch has been making a comeback, because when you're gun running with me and some other captains who use destroyers and other ships at long range to put out the firepower, even artillery cruisers, if you break their weapons, they're not such a threat, and you can move in and do your combo, your game style, and wreck them possibly. But now, even more importantly, the Weapon Breaker debuff now affects healing weapons on tactical cruisers, which is great. So now this is a soft counter to tactical cruisers, especially those Octas that are dug in there like a tick and surrounded by a heal ball. You just can't get in there. Maybe you can stop their healing and finally break through and do some damages. This is going to be very useful, especially if there's two tactical cruisers healing each other. You can use the Weapon Breaker missile on one and then attack the other. And you say, what about Disruptor Missile? Well, the thing about Disruptor Missile is that if you're running Retaliator on tactical cruisers, adding 10 seconds to their pod cooldown is just not very effective. There have been some market improvements, as I mentioned before, new things in the market, and there has also been some improvement to the market filter system, so that should be pretty cool as well. Limited tag on seasonal items. Seasonal items are available. Sometimes they're only available certain times of the year. So they're going to, it says, in order to communicate to players what items have limited availability, we have added a limited tag to show which items are only available for a limited time. So if you want to pick something up and you think it's going to be there later on and all of a sudden it disappears, and that has happened with certain items, this is a way for you to know to either make up your mind and either purchase it or not. There has been bug fixes to global chat and PC that really doesn't affect us, and there have been some other bug fixes to PC, but not on PS4. But that is just fine. Thank you, Raydog, for the 2020 summer update. We love it, and we love to see more content in the game, and this is just what the doctor ordered, because the new market items, new vanity items, and balance improvement to the PS4 system is just fine, but we love new game modes and new content, and I think we really needed this. And I think that just because this event was previously released on PC doesn't mean we won't like it here on PS4. So I hope you like the update and give the Ceres Awakens event a try. I hope you like the replay, and I hope you stay tuned, because this is the week that I'll be trying to catch up on some of my replays and content to get more stuff on the channel before I am sent away for work again. Well, that's it from me for now, and I'll see you soon in Sinley Bay.